keeping yourself and your loved ones alive in Ukraine and your software company too. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin, and joining us from Skylum is CEO Ivan Kutanin. Hi, Ivan.
Hey, Fred. Hey, everyone.
Also joining us will be the head of communications, Anna Koval. Thank you for joining us, Anna.
Hi, Fred, and hi, everyone. Thanks for the invite.
And Anna is in Kyiv, and Ivan, by a stroke of good fortune, left the country, left Ukraine just before the war broke out with his family on a vacation. Give us a little overview about that, Ivan.
Oh, yes, thank you. Actually, I was lucky enough to buy tickets on 23rd on February, not on 25th as we planned before, and to go with my family and kids on a small vacation. My birthday is on 27th, and my kids had their vacations, like holidays, and because of that, we choose to go to Paris for a few days. So we came to Paris on 23rd evening, and on 21st, actually, the war started. So we planned only, like a short-term trip for few days, and had no luggage, had actually nothing with us to stay more, but we were definitely lucky enough to leave Ukraine in the last minute. So my kids didn't hear these bombing sounds, these alarms, and because of that, I'm very happy.
How old are your children?
4 and 7 years, boys, yeah.
So they have been spared the trauma so far, but of course you've had to explain to them
definitely
why you haven't been able to return home.
Yeah, definitely. We talking with about that actually every day. They drawing their like pictures about war, about how Ukraine wins this war, about soldiers, about like Russian flagship, about like lots of things that happening, what they hear from news, because actually my father-in-law, he is serving in army right now, and he went to army after the war started. So when they talk to their granddad, they also ask him a lot of things, what's happening. So we try to tell them what's happening, but definitely in like a less realistic way,
And of course, all of their friends, and you have other relatives, I'm sure, and friends.
Yeah.
Not to mention all of your coworkers with the company who are there and somehow trying to get through this.
Yeah, definitely. We all try to handle this. It's tough because in terms of our company, around 120 people were in Kyiv office. It was and is the biggest our office with all core development team and core marketing team inside. So like when the war started, almost 80% of our employees switched to another apartments, to another regions. They moved there just to be at least more safe, because there were plans to capture Kyiv, there were plans to capture big cities in Ukraine, and because of that, the big part of our employees went to Western Ukraine or abroad. So around 25, I think 27, I think person, that was last information, were able to go abroad to Europe actually, and they are in different countries, and most of the team is still in Ukraine, but as things became a bit better in Kyiv, I know that around 20% already went to Kyiv back. So, and they asked to open the office to have a place where to work. Yeah. So it's nice to know that there is still some life in Kyiv, like, and cafes are working already, and guys tell us that they are able to operate. Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit more about the company for people who aren't familiar with what you do. All of this happened soon after you came out with a new flagship product, too.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, we are Skylum company that was originally created in Ukraine, and uh, we have like offices around the world. We have our employees in USA, in Japan, and Germany, so in France actually. So because we are like international company and operating worldwide, but main office was in Ukraine, in Kyiv, from the day one of this company, and because of that, for us, this location was our main development and R&D center, and we creating photo editors, you know, like desktop applications that are made to for photographers to make their photos as they imagine them. So because of that, yeah, we just released Luminar Neo, our new flagship product, and we planned a lot of activities to do, but we definitely changed all the plans because of the war started.
And that's
But still,
Luminar Neo, and still you've come out with updates even since the war
yeah,
started. And I'm scratching my head. How are you able to do that?
you see, for us, for Ukrainians, this, you know, we take it very personal, and our work is also the part of this battle, as we think, you know, like, because it's about that we doing something against plans of Russia. Actually, we making the economy working, we making our company working, and we making our customers happy. So we definitely understand that the situation was not when we could tell that, hey guys, come on, you need to update, to create updates, or you need to create something, you know, like some business. No, but hopefully we had internet all the time, and guys who went even to another regions, they still tried to work, and they still tried to work even from shelters. So we definitely could name the update like update from shelter, you know, because a lot of employees just on meetings, like team meeting about like the update preparation, and they, oh sorry, I have air alarm, but I have Wi-Fi in my, you know, like in my cellar, and they went to cellar and connected to meeting. Okay, I'm online, I can you know, like I can do that. So we hear this air alarm, you know, like on Zoom meetings, but still, because of our processes in company already were, you know, like distributed and prepared for online work. So because of that, we were able to operate. So,
Wow.
and still we actually planning to release next update just in a few days.
Amazing. Anna, let's bring you in if we can. You're in Kyiv. Can you give us an overview of the mood there today?
Right, sure. Yeah. So when it just started, it was scary, you know, because people were grabbing their things and, you know, leaving the city. There were a lot of, you know, like traffic jams. I mean, even the supermarkets, if you would go there, you know, the shelves, they were pretty much empty. And even, you know, like 1 week after, 2 weeks after, it was hard, you know, to buy some products, you know, like for instance, you can go every single day to the supermarket, and then you won't find an opportunity to buy the meat or the milk, because there's nothing to buy. The shelves are empty, you know. So it was kind of scary, and, you know, all these disturbing news, you know, and ear alarms. I mean, it has affected everybody in different way, but I'm trying to keep the positive side, as I'm just like that as a personality. But right now it's getting better, of course. As Ivan mentioned, a lot of businesses are opening its doors for customers and visitors. You know, like you can buy more food right now, and, you know, and some bridges are open. So, for instance, at the start, it was impossible to move from one bank to another bank if you wanted to. But right now, you're free, and you can you are able to go from one side of the city to another side. But before it was impossible, and also the subway wasn't working. It was only serving a purpose as a shelter.
And of course, what's going on in the eastern part of the country brings tears to everyone's eyes around the world right now. And we're hoping that there is peace soon. But for the company, it sounds like, and you can both answer this, it sounds like you're making a statement, putting out updates. People are working, people are getting paid. You're trying to be as normal as you can in a way to thumb your nose at Russia?
Yeah, for us, we trying definitely to operate in those times. I cannot tell that it's the same because we switched our focus more to volunteer projects. We switched our focus for some, doing some stuff for for actually Ukrainians for different purposes, and it's not the same, but right now definitely, yeah, we are working and operating. We have employees also in southern and eastern regions of Ukraine. In Kharkiv region, there are 3 guys who are working. Actually, they have internet, they have everything. Yeah, sometimes they hear bombs, sometimes they hear alarms as everywhere in Ukraine, but they actually working. And when I'm asking them, is it okay for you? For them, they answer that for them, when they work, they at least do not read news and do not concentrate on everything that's happening. It's, for them, it's like escaping from reality to more stable part of their life. So, and definitely we as a company operate and pay all salaries, and 3, I think, yeah, 3 our employees went to serve in the army of Ukraine. So we still paying the salaries for them, and we support them, and their reinforcements, where they serve, we definitely support them and give them all the gear that we're able to buy or we're able to deliver to them. So because definitely they need it. Because Ukrainian army is really brave, but is not the most technical and prepared army in the world, definitely.
Well, one of the things that you've done, Anna, you can talk about this, is create a blog that people can go to, and it's interesting because you're a company that's focused on imaging, and you've posted photos online and told the stories of some of these employees, like Ivan was talking about, some of whom are fighting or doing their updates from shelters.
Yeah, we wanted, to share the stories, people behind the scenes, behind the product, like how their lives have been changed since the war started, because everybody, had a different story. So that was the goal, just to share their stories, to spread the word on what's happening in Ukraine, because it is important for us to spread the truth about what is happening right now.
And this is all online. Ivan, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, it's when I hear from Russia that okay, it's all fakes, so it's our part, of showing real situation. We have, nothing to tell about what what happens with other guys, but what we see by ourselves, and how our employees are feeling, with all the situation, what situations they get. We share that so everyone can understand the level of the stress and the impact of the whole, the whole Ukraine.
What are your thoughts, before I let you go, both of you, about how this may play out and how Ukraine can recover from all of this longer term. I know there's a lot of confidence that you're going to win this, and there's support
Yeah.
around the world.
Yeah, I think that the support is strong, and we are not alone in this crisis, like in this war. Thanks to our partners, thanks to the bravery of Ukrainian army and actually of Ukrainian nation, because it's our war for freedom, and it's our war for independence. So we definitely understand that before the war started, the Ukraine was not the most united country, we had different groups of different interests. Big part of the country, I think maybe about 50 or 60% were wanted to some friendship with Russia, wanted some things that will happen in common. But after the war started, Ukraine was never so united as now, and because of that, I understand that with this power of unity, with this power of support from other countries, I understand that it will be tough, but I definitely think that we can rebuild lots of things in Ukraine in a better way, because there were in Ukraine lots of things that were since the Soviet Union, and we understood that they were old but still working, and because of that, no one wanted to invest a lot of money to change it. But right now, lots of those things, lots of infrastructure is completely broken, so we have no other way just to to clean and to rebuild it from the scratch. So basically it's our plan, and I think that till the end of the year we will start all the rebuilding of Ukrainian cities.
Anna, your thoughts?
I think Aaron said it all. I hope it's going to be as he said. I just what I want to add is if you can share and spread the word on what's happening, and yeah, it would be great if you can spread the word, because it's important for the world to know, and for more people know, the better for Ukraine, as their authorities or local governments can help us.
Any thoughts about what everyday people here in the United States and elsewhere can do? Any ways that they can help that you think are most effective?
I want to introduce our new foundation, our charity foundation from Skylum, that we create in process of creation actually right now, because we see the opportunity to help, to current, to just straight to the some forces and some people in Ukraine, and we already did some charity projects. So we introduced on the beginning of the March donate drone project that asked our users and our partners to donate their drones, DJI drones and other drones to the Ukrainians, because that was definitely a huge help, because of we had no opportunity even to understand if it's safe to go outside, because and with those drones, lots of militaries, some medical, squads and even volunteering squads were using those drones and using steel, and giving us reports how it helps them. So we're doing such projects, and we also can recommend lots of different organizations, and can share links with you that are also collecting funds, and they help to special the most needed things to guys who actually need it the most right now. Yeah.
SKYLUM.com. Ivan Kutanin and Anna Koval, we wish you, your families and coworkers, and really all of the Ukrainian people health and peace sooner rather than later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.